أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسوله ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course to page 4.C. We saw the each juz has been divided in 4 parts and each part has 5 pages. The first 5 pages, 1 to 5, we are studying now in this QC2. They have 1 to 37, mean the 37 ayah of Surah Al-Baqarah. The next 5 pages, page 6 to 10, inshallah, we will study in QC3. And they will start from 38 up to 76, mean the 39 ayahs. The next 5 pages, 11 to 15, inshallah, we will study in QC4, starting with 77 up to 105, mean the 29 ayahs. The last 5 pages of the first juz, 15 to 20, inshallah, we will study in QC5, starting with 106 up to 41, mean 36 ayahs. In first juz, there are 141 ayahs, and inshallah, we will complete them in QC5. These 5 pages in QC2, they have mentioning of the Hadayat, Muttaqeen, Kafirin, Munafiqeen, Dawatul Quran, and some story of Hazrat Adam alayhi salam. We have already completed the 3 pages. Let's to revise the pointers for 3 pages. The first page pointers were praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for Muttaqeen, attributes of Muttaqeen. Once again, praise for Allah, dua for guidance, guidance for muttaqin, attributes of muttaqin. The 12th page pointers are no guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqeen, corrupts and fools, double face. Once again, no guidance for kafirin, no guidance for munafiqeen, corrupts and fools, double face. The pointer for the third page are first example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. Once again, first example fire, second example rain, Quran's calls, Quran's challenge. Let's revise the brief pointer of the first 3 pages. The first page pointers are praise, dua, guidance, attributes. Praise, dua, guidance, attributes. And the second page brief pointers are Kafrin, Munafkin, corrupts, double face. Kafrin, Munafkin, corrupts, double face. And the third page brief pointers are fire, rain, call, challenge. Fire, rain, call, challenge. Let's to proceed the page 4. The first pointer was warning and good news, and the second pointer example of mosquitoes, and the third pointer who goes astray, and the fourth pointer was how can you disbelieve. Let's to keep them on the fingers. Warning and good news, examples of mosquitoes, who goes astray, how can you disbelieve. Warning and good news, examples of mosquitoes, who goes astray, how can you disbelieve. The brief pointer of the page 4 are warning, mosquito, astray, disbelief. Warning, mosquito, astray, disbelief. Today we have to study the third pointer. Before that, let's to see the reference ayahs for these pointers. The first pointer's reference ayah for the fourth page was أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم مثلهم كمثل الذي استوقد نارا. And the second pointer's reference ayat was أو كصيب من السماء فيه ظلمات ورد وبرق. And the third pointer which we have studied today, the reference ayah is يا أيها الناس اعبدوا ربكم الذي خلقكم والذين من قبلكم. So the third pointer is who goes astray. And the link with the previous verses is, in previous verses Allah said that the fasting will not get guidance from the Quran. Now he describes their attributes. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين ينقضون عهد الله من بعد ميثاقه ويقطعون ما أمر الله به أن يوصل ويفسدون في الأرض أولئك هم الخاسرون. Those who break the covenant of Allah after His ratifications and cut what Allah has ordered to be joined and spread corruption on the earth, it is those who are the losers. Let's to identify the words coming in this ayah. Allazina is ism mausula, is plural, masculine. The singular is allazi, and the feminine is allati, and plural feminine is allati and allai. The next is yankuduna. Yankuduna is mudari verb. It's starting with ya, and waw nun is the plural son. Yankuduna mudari verb. The next word is ahda. Ahda is a ism. Allah ismi jalala is ism. Min is a harf jar. Badi is a ism. And misak is a ism. He is a zamir ism. Waw is a harf. Yakta'una is a mudari verb. Ya is the mudari sign. Waw nun is the plural sign. Yakta'una the mudari verb. Ma it is coming as a ism. Amara Allah, amara is a fail, madi, 3-letter. Allah ismi jalala is ism. The next B is a harfija. He is a ism followed majroor. Bihi jarmul. An is a harf. Yusala is a majhul, starting with dhamma. Yusala is a mudare majhul. Waw is a harf. Yufsiduna is a mudare because it's starting with ya, and waw is a plural sign. Yufsiduna fail mudare. Fi is a harf jar. Al-ardi ism. Ulaika is ism masula. It's a ism ishara ulaika for the far, and it's plural, and it's masculine. The next word is hum. Hum is a zamir ism. Al-khasirun is again ism and plural. So it's a masculine, and of course it's a proper noun. Let's to have a look another on the same ayah. Allazina ismi masula min ism. Yanquduna is a mudari verb min the fail. Ahada again is an ism. Allah is a ism. Min is a harf. Badi is a ism. Misak is a ism. He is a zamir ism. Waw is a harf. Yaktawuna is a mudari verb min the fail. Ma is a ism. Amara is a fail. Allah is a ism jalala ism. B is a harf. He is a ism zamir. An is a harf. Yusala is the majhul. Is mudare majhul. Waw is a harf. Yufsiduna mudare fail. Fi is a harf. Al-ardi ism. Ulaika ismu ishara for masculine plural. Hum is a zamir ism. Al-khasirun is again is the ism and plural and masculine and proper. Let's to look the lesson learned from these ayahs. Fasqeen will not get guidance from the Quran because they break the covenant of Allah, break the relationships, and spread corruptions on the earth. Look the new words in each line. 4, 1, 1. On average, less than 2 in each line. Let's go word for word and the phrase for phrase translation and explanation. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الذين, those, ينقضون, who break, عهد الله, عهد means contract, pledge, promise, agreement. عهد الله, the covenant of Allah. Min badi, mean after badi, min badi after, misaki is contracting. So, وَيَقْطُعُونَ, and they cut asunder what Allah has ordered. Allah has ordered, bihi, it. An yusala, to be joined. Yusala is a majhul. Wa and causes corruption. Where? Fil ardi, on the earth. Ulaika, those are the ones who, humul khasirun, are the losers. So we have seen this khasir word in Suratul Asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. So Allah's ahad is his standing command to mankind and to submit to him, to obey him and worship him alone. The misak and ratification refers to the agreement of the mankind at the time of creation of Adam alayhi salam that they will worship Allah. Note that Allah brought the spirits of all of us in front of him and took this covenant. Whenever a person realizes that the Quran and Hadith are true and its message is the call of his heart and soul, it is the effect of that covenant. Rejecting the truth after realizing it is breaking the covenant of Allah. In addition to breaking covenant of Allah, they don't even bother to maintain family relations which help them grow up in a healthy environment. We should maintain our relationship so that we get guided and successful and do not become the losers. When a person doesn't care about Allah or human beings, even those closest to him, then his talk and his actions will lead only to corruption in the earth through sins. Fasik peoples are loser because they lose the true peace of mind and heart, the true love of relatives and other human beings, and most importantly, they lose eternal happinesses in Jannah. Let's revise once again. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Allazina, those yankuduna who break ahdallah, the covenant of Allah, min ba'di misakihi, after contracting it, wayaqtuna, and cut asunder ma what amar Allah has ordered bihi it, an yusala, to be joined, wayufsiduna, and cause corruption, fil ard, on earth. Ulaika, those are the ones who, humul khasrun, are the losers. Let's to have a look on the lessons once again. Fasting will not get guidance from the Quran because they break the covenant of Allah, they break the relationship, they spread corruptions on the earth. Let's to pray. Oh Allah, help us obeying you in all areas of life. Help us maintain the relations. Make us reformers. Help us to be successful in dunya and akhirah. And make a plan. Inshallah, I will try my best to worship and obey Allah. I will try to love, respect, and help my relatives. I will try to be an active social worker. Let's to look the asma. Ahad, plural is uhud. Misak, plural is mawasik. Ard, plural is aradi. Khasir, plural is khasirun and khasirin. The three letter sound verbs, among them is nakada, yankudu, unkud. Nakid, mankud, nakad. Here it has come yankuduna, it's mudare. From yankud, yankuduna, plural. The next one is kata'a, yaktau, ikta. Katun, maktun, katun. Here it has come yaktuna, again mudare. This is yaktu, plural is yaktuna. Kaf ta'ain is the root letter, bab is fataha. The next one is amara, yamru, mur. Amir, mamur, amr. Hamza mim ra is the root letter. And here it has come amara, the madi, first form, amara. The next is khasira, yaksuru, iksir. Khasirun, makhsurun, khusrun or khusranun. It have two masdar. Khasin ra is the root letter Babi Samya. Here it has come al khasirun. It's an ism. From khasir, al khasir, and plural is al khasirun, al khasirin, al khasirin. The next three letter weak verbs among is wasala, yasilu, sil, wasilun, masulun, wusulun. Wav Sadlam is the root letter, Bab is Nasara. Here it has come yusalu. It's mudare, but in mudare again it is majhul, passive because it is starting with dhamma. The majhul starts with dhamma. The next, let's to go for the grammar part. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir. Welcome to Understand Al-Quran the Easy Way course 2, page 4, pointer C. In grammar, we will have revisions. We will revise the Nasara and Daraba style verbs. Last time we did the Fataha and then some of the Nasara. Today we will complete the Nasara and then start the Daraba style. In QC1, we learned these sound verbs are Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Samia. In this QC2, we learn there are some weak verbs just like Wahaba, Wa'ada, Qala, Zada, and then Da, Hada. Look, in Wahaba, Wada, the weak letter is in the beginning. Qala, Zada, weak letter is in the mid. Da, Hada, the weak letter is at the end. And there was another group called repeated letter, Zanna and Dalla. And there was another called Hamza, Amara. Amara, Sa'ala, and Kara. The importance of these is the all sound verbs, they come 9,000 times in Musaf. And the weak verbs, they are also come 9,000 times. And the repeated, they come 1,300 times. What does it mean? We know the Musaf, 600 pages, having 15 lines on each page, have 9,000 lines. It means in every line, on average, there is one sound verb and one weak verb. And on every 2 pages, there is one repeated verb. So that is the importance. So to memorize these weak verbs, we have 3 sentences. What Allah will give is promise. From the word give, Wahaba, He gave. From the word promise, Wa'ada, He promised. In fact, He said He will give more. From the word said, Qala, He said. From the word give more, Zada, He increase, He give more. Therefore, pray to Him for guidance. From the word pray, Da, He prayed. From the word guidance, Ada, He guided. The fourth sentence was for the repeated words. And have good opinion, otherwise you will be lost. From the word opinion, Zanna, you opinion. From get lost, Dallah, he got lost. So these are the 4 sentences with the help of which we can memorize the weak words, the repeated words. And of course, there is a 4th group that is Hamza verb. Amara, Sala, Kara. So remember, we have 4 types of verb. One is the sound verb, other is the weak verbs, third one is the repeated verb, and the 4th is the Hamza verbs. So last time we started with Fataha, we covered the Fataha and the Wahaba pattern. Then we started Nasara. Again in Nasara, we did Nasara, Qala, Da. And today we will continue the Nasara and we'll start the Daraba pattern. So let's do complete the Nasara first. Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur, Nasir, Mansur, Nasr. How we remember? Iza ja Nasrullah wal Fath. So Nun Swadra is the root letter, Bab is Nasr. The next, Kafara, Yakfuru, Ukfur. Kafir, Makfur, Kufr. Kafara is the root letter, Bab is Nasra. How we can memorize? Kul ya ayyuhal kafrun is the reference ayah. The next is Sha'ara, Yash'aru, Ushu. Sha'ir, mashhur, shaur. Sheen and Ra is the root letter. Bab is nasra. The reference ayah is wahum la yash'urun. The next one is saddaka yusaddaku sadd. Sadikun masdukun and sidkun. So the Swad Dal Kaf is the root letter. Bab is Nasara. The reference ayat in kuntum sadiqeen. The next is Fasaka Yafsuku Ufsuk. Fasik dash fisk. Fasin Kaf is the root letter. Bab is Nasara. The reference ayat is وَمَا يُدِلُّ بِهِ إِلَّا الْفَاسِقِينَ. The next is Katama Yaktumu Uktub. Katimun Maktumun Kitmanu. Kaf Tamim is the root letter. Bab is Nasra. And the reference ayat is Wama Kuntum Taktumun. Remember, in Quran, almost 190 verbs come on the pattern of Nasara. 3,800 times. So, the next one is Daraba. In QC1, we learn only one verb of Daraba. Daraba, Yadribu, Idrib. Daribun, Madrubun, Darbun. Daraba is the root letter. Babi, Daraba. And reference ayat is Inna Allah la yastahi an yadribul masala. The next is Raja'a, Yarji'u, Irja. Raji dash Ruju. Rajiman is the root letter. Babi is Daraba. And the reference ayat is Fahum la yarji'un. The next is Zalama, Yazlimu, Izlim. Zalim, Mazlum, Zulm. Zod Lam Mim is the root letter. And the reference ayat is Fatakuna minaz zalimin. And the bab is, of course, Daraba. The next is Malaka, Yamliku, Imlik. Malikun, Mamlukun, Milkun. Mim Lam Kaf is the root letter. And bab is Daraba. And the reference ayah is Malik Yawmiddin. The next is Kazaba, Yakzibu, Ikzib. Kazibun, Makzubun, Kazbun. Kazaba is the ruler, Bab is Daraba. And the reference site is Kanu Yakzibun. Next is Kadara, Yakdiru, Ikdir. Kadir, Kadir, or Makdur and Qadr. It has two files, Kadir and Kadir. And the root letter is Kaf Dal Ra. Bab is Daraba. And reference cited Inna Allah ala kulli shayin qadir. So from the Fataha, we did 6 verbs. 3 words we did in QC1. They were Fataha, Fa'ala, and Jala. And 3 we did in this QC2. They are Khada'a, Zahaba, and Kata. Then from Nasara, last time we completed 15. Nasara itself, Khalaka, Abada, Zakara, Shakara. And Dakhala, Hasada, Akala, Amara, Taraka. Akhaza, Khalada, Razaka, Sajada, Sakana. And today we covered 5 more. They are Kafara, Sha'ara, Saddaka, Fasaka, Katama. So almost 20 verbs we covered from the Bab Nasara. Then we started Daraba. In QC1, we learned only one, Daraba itself. Here we did 5 more. Raja'a, Zalama, Malaka, Kazaba, and Qadara. Remember, mashallah, you have practiced 6 verbs that occur 636 times in the Quran. We have approximately 115 words on the pattern of Daraba in Quran, which appears 1750 times. Out of these 115, if you only learn these 6 iman, you cover almost 1/3 verbs or the letters coming from these verbs in the Quran. That is a miracle. Let's start the spoken Arabic. Hal kafarta. The answer will be Nam kafartu. Ta always changes with tu. Hal kafartum. Ma kafarna. The answer will be Ma kafarna. And if I ask, hal takfuru, the answer will be la akfur. Hal takfuruna, la nakfur. La takfur, answer will la akfur. La takfuru, la nakfur. Actually, the kufr is not good, so we say in negation. Hal kafarta, ma kafarta. Hal kafartu, ma kafarna. Hal takfuru, la akfuru. Hal takfuruna, la nakfuru. La takfur, la akfuru. La takfuru, la nakfuru. Hal sadakta, the answer will be Naam sadaktu. Hal sadaktum, Naam sadakna. Hal tasduku, Naam asduku. Hal tasdukuna, Naam nasduku. Usduk, astuku. Usduku, nastu. Hal tash'aru, Naam ash'ur. Hal tash'aruna, Naam nash'ur. Hal fasaku, Naam fasaku. هل يفسقون؟ نعم يفسقون. هل ظلمت؟ نعم ظلمت. هل ظلمتم؟ نعم ما ظلمنا. هل تظلم؟ لا أظلم. هل تظلمون؟ لا نظلم. لا تظلم. لا أظلم. لا تظلم. لا نظلم. So again, the zulm is not good. So we answer in negation. هل ظلمت ما ظلمت. هل ظلمتم ما ظلمنا. هل تظلم لا أظلم. هل تظلمون لا نظلم. لا تظلم لا أظلم. لا تظلم لا نظلم. هل كذبت ما كذبت. هل كذبتم ما كذبنا. هل تكذب لا أكذب. هل تكذبون لا نكذب. لا تكذب لا أكذب. لا تكذب لا نكذب. هل ترجع إلى الله. نعم أرجع إلى الله. هل ترجعون إلى الله. نعم نرجع إلى الله. So the table which we did today from the Nasara pattern was Nasara Yansuru Unsur Nasirun Mansurun Nasru. Then we did the Kafara. Kafara Yakfuru Ukfur. Kafirun Makfurun Kufr. Then Sha'ara Yash'aru Ushur. Sha'irun Mashurun Sha'urun. Sadaka Yasduku Usduk. Sadikun Masdukun Sidkun. Fasaka Yafsuku Ufsuk. Fasikun Dash Fiskun. Katama Yaktumu Uktum. Katimun Maktumun Kitmanun. Then we started the Daraba. Daraba Yadribu Idrib. Daribun Madrubun Darbun. Raja'a Yarju Irja. Rajun Dash Rujun. Zalama Yazlimu Izlim. Zalimun Mazlumun Zulmun. Malaka Yamliku Imlik. Malikun Mamlukun Milkun. Kazaba Yakzubu Ikzib. Kazibun Makzubun Kazbun. So let's to have the questions of the lesson. Translate Yankuduna. They break and they break. They will break. They broke. A, B, C, D. Yankuduna is a mudare. So two translation in present and future will be what? They break or they will break. Present and future. Translate Yaktuna. And they cut asunder, they will cut asunder, they cut asunder, he will cut asunder. Of course, it's mudare, again, two answers possible. They will cut asunder, they cut asunder, mean future and present. Amar Allahu, Allah has ordered, Allah orders, Allah will order, Allah does not order, A, B, C, D. Amar Allah, Allah has ordered is a Madi. Wa yufsiduna, and you all cause corruption, and they cause corruption, and we cause corruption, and they will cause corruption, A, B, C, D. Wa yufsiduna is mudare, so there are two translations possible. and they cause corruption, and they will cause corruption, mean the present and the future. Ahdullah is his standing commands to mankind to submit to him, to worship him alone, to obey him, to believe in him. ABCD. Ahdullah mean all the four: to submit to him, to worship him alone, to obey him, to believe in him. Fasting are loser because they lose the true peace of mind, the true love of relatives, the true peace of heart, the eternal happiness is in Jannah. ABCD. Fastings are loser because they all the four are correct. The true peace of mind, they lose true love of relatives, they lose true peace of heart, and the eternal happiness is in Jannah. Fasting will not get guidance from the Quran because they break the covenant of Allah, spread corruption on the earth, break the relationship, do not obey Allah. All the four are correct. So fasting will not get guidance from the Quran because they break the covenant of Allah, they spread corruptions on the earth, and they break the relationship, and they do not obey the Allah. Fi'l mudari of kata is kata, ikta, kata'u, yakta'u, ABCD. The fi'l mudari of kata is yakta'u. Fi'l amr of khasira is ikhsur, khasira, ikhsar, yakhsaru. The fi'l amr of khasira is ikhsir. Plural of misak is misakuna, mawasikuna, mawasik, misakati. ABCD. The plural of misak is mawasik. The three known keys of fasaka are fasaka yafsuku fisk, fasaka yafsuku ufsuk, fasik dash fisk, fasik yafsuk ufsuk. The three known keys of fasaka is fasik dash fisk. The sha'uru mean they perceive, he perceives, they will perceive, they perceive. Sha'ru mean they perceived, it's madi. They disbelieve, maybe yakfuru, kafaru, yakfuruna, kafara, ABCD. They disbelieve, yakfuruna. La yash'uruna, he does not perceive, you do not perceive, they do not perceive, they did not perceive, ABCD. La yash'uruna is a mudare, so they do not perceive. In kuntum sa hal nasarakumullah, nam nasranullah, nam nasranullah, nam yansurunullah, nam nasarakumullah. So the possible answer is nam nasranullah, nam nasarakumullah. Hal hum rajiuna ilallah, The four possible answers are Nam huwa rajun ilallah, Nam anta rajun ilallah, Nam hum rajun ilallah, Nam nahnu rajun ilallah. So the correct answer is Nam hum rajun ilallah. The seven homeworks known to you, two of Talawa, 5 minutes at least from 5 minutes from memory, and two on the study book and pocket book. And listen to 1 hour concise MP3 recording on word for word translation and grammar. And sixth one is talk about the course with your study partner. And seventh, recite different surahs in Salah. You are chosen. Always pray for yourself, Rabbi Zid Ilma, and pray for the classmates. Oh Allah, help us to learn the Quran in Quran class. Be a teacher. The best way to learn is to teach. Download the PowerPoints and start teaching. Teacher training available at the understandquran.com academy site. May Allah help us to recite, understand, ponder, implement, propagate, and memorize the Quran. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'azzibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah. Innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz. If you have any questions, your questions are welcome. Okay, no question. Let's revise this application. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika. Nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. Allahumma ighfir lana qabla al-maut warhamna inda al-maut wa la tu'adhibna ba'da al-maut wa la tuhasibna yawm al-qiyamah innaka ala kulli shay'in qadir. Allah Hafiz.